Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today is day 4 of my journey. And not gonna lie, bro, this series has gotten off to a not so good start. And I would partly say it's because brand new routine, bro. Going to this Matrix uni lifestyle, whole lot of fitna over there, And it's very easy to waste time when you're over there and just not focus. So, inshallah, tomorrow I should have everything figured out. My plan was that day I should have everything figured out, right? Like I was thinking to myself, you know what? By tomorrow, bro, you should have everything figured out as to how you're gonna go about your routine, like which classes you should skip, stuff like that. But I didn't have it figured out because I woke up today. I stayed up for Fajr, stayed up from after Fajr, and then I was trying to do work, but in the morning time, I don't know, it's just not good inside of my house. There's a lot of people moving, my brother is awake, my mom's awake, and I like to have a very private environment, I don't like hear people hearing me talk to people or like anything like this. Even as I'm recording this video right now, I'm making sure that nobody's hearing me right now, right? So of course you guys can say, oh yeah, you gotta tough it up or whatever, but honestly, bro, like try doing this, try calling some leads up, try creating a YouTube video when your brother is literally able to hear everything. Like, dude, you're not gonna want to do it, right? Unless there's literally zero other options at all. So what I'm thinking about doing is just waking up early and then just going to uni right away, right? Booking a room and then just doing all my work there. And that way I can do all my calls, I can record whatever videos that I want, I can do literally everything, and I don't have to worry about some my privacy not being respected, right? And I remember this was a problem that I had before as well. Like before, when I was also still doing school as well, I was upgrading. So it was like last year, like up until February, I had this exact problem as well. I'd wake up, I would want to do work, but everybody was awake, so I just wouldn't do it because I was like, man, I want to cold call, and my sister's literally right next to my room and she can hear everything, right? So yeah, it's kind of tough out here, but inshallah, I think I might have found a solution now. And it's probably better because if you go over there and you're actually in like another environment, you're not inside of your house, you're a lot more, I think you would be a lot more energized, and on top of that, you would be less likely to like do other lazy things like go back to sleep and stuff, because you're literally out here, you're working, it's a different change of environment. So that's my plan. And yeah, the frick, is someone coming downstairs? No. So that's my plan. And then after my classes, I'm probably just gonna go back to the library, just finish up some work. So inshallah, that should be enough, bro. If you have all the automations in place and you bought like these softwares, AI softwares that allow you to actually do outreach at scale without having to send it out manually, and inshallah, that should be enough for you to actually be able to do enough outreach in a short amount of time, right? So inshallah, I think tomorrow I should have like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because of course I'm getting dropped off every single time I have to go by the bus. Just crazy. I want to drop out for real, bro. It's really stupid. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Usually I would have like 1.5 hours today. Tomorrow I'm gonna have like 2 hours, so it's a bit more time. But yeah, bro, I really gotta make a change in my life, because it's just, bro, you have to spend so much time going there. There's no point. It's not even something you want to do, and everybody there is involved in fitna, and you can see as well, it's very easy to get involved in fitna over there, to be honest, bro, because it's so easy, bro. The classes are free mixing, right? It's not like high school where everybody just keeps to themselves. Like, every single class you're in a new class, right? Today, for example, I was going to one of my classes, just seeing what it was, right? And all the spots were taken, literally all the spots, except for there was like 2 spots. and one was right beside another Muslim girl, like a hijabi, and then another, I found it later on. Luckily, I found it later on, right? And it was just by some random like white guys, but I just sat there. I was like, you know what, it's better than sitting beside a girl, right? So, and just things like that, bro. And you know, for example, like you're giving paper to them, like I don't know how to explain it, like someone gives paper to you, like where they're passing the paper along, and you're giving to them, and she looks at you, and I don't know, man, you get like a certain type of vibe from her and stuff. It's a lot of fitna, you know. And you will see a lot of these Muslims, they're free mixing and everything, and at the beginning you're very quick to judge, oh, what the heck, like, why she's wearing hijab, this guy, he has a beard, you know, why are they? But the thing is, once you get into that environment for a very long time, it gets so normalized inside of your mind. You're like, bro, literally everybody's doing it, why, like, you know, who cares, right? So of course that's not how I think right now, but I'm just saying this is how someone probably would think when they would get into themselves into this type of environment, right? And just so easy, bro, you know, like for example in group projects, like the thing that I've noticed is it's not really necessarily the free mixing, because bro, this is gonna happen in high school as well. It's more of just it's incredibly acceptable, you know, it's super acceptable, even more than high school, right? In uni, it's every single guy is hanging out with a girl, like it's actually crazy. So it's incredibly acceptable. And yeah, it's a lot of fitna, bro. I can see definitely how people can get brainwashed, and honestly, you know, I don't know if anybody's gonna be watching this at all, let alone someone who has a daughter or whatever, bro. Don't send your kid to uni. There's no point, especially if you have a daughter. Don't send her to uni. What the hell are you doing? Like dude, she's gonna get most likely involved in a bunch of stuff. So yeah, like you definitely don't want to send your daughters to uni, bro. They'll get picked up by some guy, and she'll get into a relationship, and khalas, you know. And there's no point, bro. She's gonna become a housewife anyways. Like, dude, I don't care, man. I might get banned, but who cares? And even for men as well, of course, I shouldn't be saying this because this is something that I'm not acting upon. But for most guys, honestly, it's not really necessary, because there's just a whole bunch of nonsense that goes on with it. You have to take, like, even if you are trying to do one degree or whatever, you have to take 4 other classes inside of your semester, which aren't even related to that one degree. It's crazy, man. And you have to pay for it. They're just scammers, honestly. It's honestly very stupid, and you have to commute so far. Even with a car, you have to commute like crazy, you know. It's honestly a very, very big scam. Of course, you can look at it from the money aspect as well, but also your time as well. You're missing out on so much time. That's something that I was thinking about today. You know, inshallah, I'll see how it goes for tomorrow, whether or not I'll actually be able to use my time good. But I was thinking to myself, you know, if you want to actually do business full time, sure, like right now, I think I will be able to do everything that I need to do within the time frames that I have. But maybe if you want to do business full time and you want to actually take that seriously while you're in uni, for sure, bro, you're gonna have to probably skip some classes, right? Like, especially if you don't have like the same schedule as I do, right? Like, a lot of the times you're probably gonna have to skip classes. Like, if you want to genuinely do it full time and lock in on it, you have to skip classes, bro. Like, that's what I was thinking. But of course, I figured out another solution today, which allows me to go to the classes but also do the work as well. But it doesn't feel like you're doing it full time. So yeah, it's literally everything I have to say, man. Dude, the thing is, like, I gotta take control over my life, man. I'm not just saying like mentally, I'm not just saying about just conquering the nafs. I'm saying I gotta take control over my life decisions, in the sense that I have to let my family, for example, literally dictating everything that I'm doing, right? Like, I have to stop this. This is my life. I have to take control over it, right? And I have to act according to this statement, which I'm saying right here as well. Because it's very easy to say, yo, man, I want to drop out. But the thing is, it's very hard, especially when, for example, your mom is like all crazy about uni, and she's literally, I don't know, man. It's just in these. I was watching a podcast, and it was a guy, Fawaz Central, a very knowledgeable guy, and he was saying, bro, our parents, immigrant parents, they believe in the system so much. They believe in this uni work, that type of system, you know, like this 9 to 5 slavery system so much that they literally dropped everything in their own countries. They probably had businesses, whatever, right? They dropped everything in their own countries. They came over here and started completely from the bottom just because they believed in it so much. Like, that's how much these parents believe in. So of course I'm saying I want to take control over my life, but it's not gonna be easy, bro. It's not gonna be easy. You have to make a lot of sacrifices, like with anything. But yeah, I don't mean to make this video too long, but I just wanted to express some of my thoughts about my life and about how everything is being pushed nowadays. You know, it's very stupid, honestly. Don't send your daughters to uni, for sure. And with that being said, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.